And here we go. Janook spawning in the purple trunks at the northeast of the map, playing Terran versus his opponent. Liquid Tyler in the green trunks, playing Protoss. Delta Quadrant. One of those maps where tanks are quite popular. A lot of things you can do with tanks, a lot of mess you can make with them. Deploy them right here. Blast away at this area. But bear in mind, it's also one of those maps where proxy pylons can be devastating. You have a look at this. I shall show you why. Kind of thing. If you have a look at stuff like this, you can build a proxy pylon, warp things over the side. Not nice. Not nice at all. I've seen that end games. Particularly with Dark Templar. Not the kind of thing you want to be dealing with. Janook this time looking for a barricade to wall himself off against the Protoss. Again, though, Janook needs to get more aggressive. Possibly a little bit nervous right here against the might of Tyler. He knows he can do it, but he needs to push forward earlier. No point having those Thors if you're not able to use them. It's a good investment earlier. It's just, I expected him to pressure his opponent early with those Thors. He went for Thor so quickly, and then at the end of it, it didn't really make a blind bit of difference. He needs to support the Thor, needs to jam it down the throat of Liquid Tyler. It was unfortunate as well that Liquid Tyler was able to spot that Thor so quickly with the Observer and then immediately counteracted with the Mortals. The thing is, he didn't build all that many, did he? He only had 2 up. So by the time Janook had 4 Thors, that would be the kind of time I'd have said, hey, you need to really get pushing right here. But it didn't happen. Janook straight into the gas. Barracks coming up. Will we see that early Marine play once again? Straight into Thor. Is he going to change his strategy around? We shall see. In the meantime, it's the standard Protoss opening. Color me shocked. Again, I'm always afraid of saying that because people think, oh, I'm mocking the player. I'm not mocking the player. I'm mocking the Protoss. Protoss just have this one basic opening. Gateway straight into Cybernetic Core the vast majority of the time. A few instances where that doesn't happen, but in this case, that's not going to be the case. There you go. Straight through to Cybernetic Core there. Janook scouts around. Again, looking to see if there's any cheesy nonsense going on. The answer, of course, is no. Janook can safely leave now if he so desires. And he'll try and chase around. And there we go. Second assimilator up for Liquid Tyler. Once again, reactor play for Janook. But is he going to pressure his opponent with it? Or is he just going to stand back, let it defend? That's where the difference is going to lie. If he's too passive, the same thing will happen to him. Ooh, Probes feeling like taking a few risks today. Loses the shield, sliding his way right into the mineral line. Doesn't get grabbed by anything. And a gas steal there. Unfortunate. There'll be some kind of lawsuit going on about that. Natural resources stolen by the Protoss. Absolutely 110% against the Geneva Convention. The Geneva Space Convention. Oh dear, Tyler. That was just uncalled for. Well, I suppose it was called for, but there you go. Takes out an SCV. Straight through the factory once again. Are we looking for the same strategy? If we are, he's going to be a little bit delayed. A little bit. Not by much, honestly. A gas steal against the barracks and reactor early on. It's a small delay, but not too much. Because, of course, he can get Marines way quicker. Take that straight out. Also gets a bit of scouting information. Hasn't seen the factory, though. Factory built in a smart place all the way out there. Robotics facility coming straight off for Tyler, though. Again, looking for the same kind of counter. Grabs it straight away. Are we going to get Thors from Janook? We might. Yes, we are. Armory on its way. Now, is he going to go in with it? That's the point. Now, his opponent has not scouted that yet. It's not the longest distance in the world all the way over there with the Observer. Ooh, wow, okay, straight into Robotics Bay for Tyler. Now that could be his undoing. It really, really could as well. Observer not out yet. Invested in the Robotics Bay, of course, costly in terms of gas to get that up. So that means less Immortals, which means if those Thors do come out, which is looking almost certain right now. Once he gets the gas for it, there we go, Thor on its way immediately. That's going to decimate, absolutely decimate Tyler. Tyler's got Zealots and Sentries out, no Stalkers, no anti-armor units. So if he's able to spearhead that with a Thor, backed up by some SCVs for repair, get some Marines in there for good measure, then yeah, he's going to be in a great state against Tyler. Bear in mind, it depends on the speed he's able to do that with, because Extended Thermal Lance is on its way, which means those Marines are going to get sized apart very, very rapidly. As soon as he's able to get a Colossus up, which is not yet. Will be shortly. Still no sign of Stalkers. On its way, we also have a starport for Janook. We're looking for the drop, or we're just going to support it. Ravens, perhaps. We saw a Raven before. No observers out yet at all, which is fairly unusual, honestly. This is a direct result of saving all the gas he possibly has to get out the earliest possible Colossus. Be great against the Marines. He is well aware that his opponent has gone heavy into Marines. Is he aware of that? Well, that's a possibility. He might be aware of that Thor. Where is the Thor, more to the point? There you go. Thor's taking out that, looking to get that nice and safe expansion. Blows his way through the debris. You know, Thor must be feeling pretty downhearted right now. Demoted to the rank of garbage. Gotta clean it up, gotta clean the streets, boss. Yes, clean the streets. Please don't fire me. My family requires it. I suppose it's the wrong kind of voice. Please don't fire me. My family, it needs the bread. Raven on the way as well to scout something that doesn't actually exist. Again, problematic for Janook. He didn't get aggressive. That one Colossus, even though there's only one of them, is going to do a lot of damage with extended thermal lance. Backs it up with a proxy pylon, and here he comes, folks. He's got 8 Zealots, and he's got 4 Stalkers and 2 Sentries. It's magical. Is it going to be enough to break that line? I would say yes. With the Colossi firepower, I would think so. Charges up, he's going to lose his Zealot straight away, but here he goes, sniping off with the Colossus. Not willing to go in, though. The Thor is up. Did he scout the Thor? I wonder. He must have scouted the Thor. Additional warp in. Yeah, he definitely scouted the Thor. Hey, extra Stalkers. There you go. Second Thor on the way. Going to be back to buy a Banshee again. It's an identical strategy by Janook. Sniping away there. He doesn't want to go in there with the Marines. Not feeling that at all. And again, doesn't have the stim pack. Problematic. A little bit of damage done to the Thor. Not a huge amount of that Thor even goes in there. It's going to be torn into tiny little pieces. Oh, that bunker's going to be taken out with absolutely no effect whatsoever. Slices through one Stalker. Charges in with a desperate attempt for revenge. It ain't happening. Janook losing Marine after Marine after Marine right here. He's going to have to defend aggressively. Otherwise, he's just going to be taken out by the reinforcements from that proxy pylon. 250mm strike cannons on the way, but that's another minute he's going to have to wait for that at bare minimum. Banshee on its way. We're looking to harass with it. Already spotted by the Observer. Where's the interception? Not getting it. Taken out by the Raven. Nicely done. But again, Colossus continuing to pressure. A fairly strong position right here for Tyler. And that's dangerous for Janook. Janook bottled into his base right now. He does have that nice and safe expansion, which is good. Tyler hasn't bothered to take his yet, but he is looking for it. Tyler actually retreating with the majority of his forces. In fact, all of them by the looks of it. Didn't lose that Colossus. Not bothering to snipe off right there. Ooh, the Banshee. Went for it. Did he manage to do much damage with it? Looked to take the pylon out. Didn't manage it. Good response there by the Stalkers from Liquid Tyler. Observer still gone. No sign of another. There we go. Observer on the way. Strike cannons up to deal with the Colossi. But bear in mind, of course, there's only 2 Colossi up. 3 Thors now. Is Janook going to make the same mistake? Because he's up against a pretty much identical composition. Oh, wow. Talk about all in. That is what I would call all in, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. That is a huge number of SCVs right there. Pulled pretty much everything off the line, bar 2. Now scouted by the proxy ball. That's about 30 SCVs. That's a Thor push for the ages. And if he loses all of that, of course, it's game over. However, can Tyler defend against it? I'm not convinced. That is a huge number of SCVs, but they're going to be torn apart so very quickly by those Colossi. Question is, can he get in there with the Colossi looking for it? And, of course, there we go. Nice place on the point. Defense drone. Takes down the initial Vanguard as Zealot's pushing his way forward. Here comes the laser blast from there. Losing an awful lot of Marines. Needs to get those Thors forward. Knows he needs to get the Thors forward. Big firepower coming in. Keeps it up by the skin of its teeth and down it goes. But it's good pressure. Continues the pressure. Can he bring the Colossi down? That's what strike cannon. 1 down. 2 down. It's good. It's very, very good right there. But the Marine force has been taken out. Relying now on the Thors. Mutually assured destruction for both. Janook survives with a bunch of SCVs at a signal that he just absolutely gutted his economy, but he's rebuilding very fast, and of course he can support it with the benefit of those mules. Big warp in right there from Tyler. That's going to be enough to overwhelm that Thor, I would think. He goes for it, micromanages around the SCVs, trying to bring it up. Oh, it is reaping a terrible toll. 9 kills, folks. 10 kills. It's good. It's really good. SCV continues to keep that Thor alive. Wow, Thors really are good, aren't they? Pushing forward, he goes once again. In comes the aggression. Immortal on the field, though. That's going to be problematic. Chewing through the armor right there. Strike cannon annihilates it. Oh, it's fight or flight, but it's not going to be either. He can't move out. He still does it. The Thor devastated 14 kills. Janook continues to put pressure on Tyler. Tyler retreating because he doesn't have an option. Looking for more warp-in pulls. Loads of SCRI. Wow, throws off the line right there. Is he going to follow it up with anything? Does Janook have anything to back that Thor up with? What's a second Thor? It's good stuff. Janook continues to pressure. Strike cannon. Immortal annihilated. Janook continues to hold it. It's unbelievable. Thor 24 kills. 25, 26, 27. Reaps one with every single strike. Janook pushes forward. Tyler unable to respond. Oh wow, strike cannon on the pilots, bringing down the power network of the Protoss. Warp in from the rear, it's Zealots. That's nowhere near good enough. That Zealot doesn't even get a look in. Thors continue to pressure Tyler. Tyler has no response at all. Pushing the Immortal away, there's no way that's going to hold up. Oh wow, Janook could take this one. It was a daring play, a gutsy play. Strike cannon annihilates that Immortal. Good game, ladies and gentlemen.